Hey guys, my name is Anthony Francisco, and I'm co-creator and designer for Baby Groot. I've been at Marvel for 9 years, and now I'm trying to design my own worlds and pitch my own shows. And I'm here talking to Taboo in his show Taboo's Comics and Kicks, and we're just talking about design and how we come up with our designs with purpose.
Hola amigos, or should I say, ¿Cómo está na, pare? Welcome to another episode of Taboo's Comics and Kicks. My guest today hails from Quezon City and raised in Cubao in the Philippines. This man migrated to America in his late teenage years with his family and settled in Los Angeles, California, our city. And man, this guy, has a dope career, and we're gonna jump into it. But let me just give you a little bit of his attributes. This man contributed to Ant-Man and the Wasp, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Avengers, Infinity War, Endgame, WandaVision, Thor, Ragnarok, Black Widow, Superman Returns, AI, freaking Men in Black 2, Spider-Man, Alien vs. Predator.
When are you going to get your career started?
I mean, this guy has done everything, bro. And he's best known, check this out, he's best known for that character right there, Baby Groot, on Guardians of the Galaxy 2. The man I'm speaking about is my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Anthony Francisco.
Hey.
Man, thanks for having me. Thank you for having me. We've been trying to plan this for a while, and today I was like, no way, I have to come today.
We got to make it happen.
Yeah,
dude. Man, I'm geeking out just because.
Me too, bro. I'm sitting here going, well, because for me as a fan, but then my kids, like my son is 23. He's a Marvel fanatic. So him knowing that I'm sitting here with you is going to give me some cool points. Right? I appreciate you.
That's awesome.
I mean, but his humility, bro. Humble, like this man has done everything you can think about from the Marvel space and just film and just artistry. But like, I want to take the people back to the Philippines. I want you to start with your journey as a comic book head in the PI. You know, what were you reading? What were you tapping into? What cartoons were you watching in the PI?
You know, it's very interesting because as you were reading that, and by the way, I can't believe I'm also sitting here with you because, you know, Black Eyed Peas.
Thanks, brother.
When I was growing up, when I first got here, and that one song, Where's the Love?
Yes,
I mean, that was really, I just have to say that before we go deep into story stuff, but that really kind of inspired me. And you going through all my credits, I was thinking, man, I forget, you know, how far I've come, and kind of emotional a little bit, you know, coming from the Philippines, and had no money to, you know, buy comic books. So what I would do is I would go to the, this is not even a comic book shop. It was a clothing store called Phil Bars. Mm-hmm. So Phil Bars was...
This was in Quezon?
This is in Cubao.
Oh, Cubao,
yes.
Uh-huh.
So Cubao's in Quezon City.
Yeah.
I would go there after school and just stay there and read the comic books. I had no money to buy, so I just memorize. And I didn't really like to read, so images were the ones I gravitated to. But what a world changed when I started actually reading the comic books. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing.
And what were they in English or Tagalog?
Oh, they're all in English.
Oh, cool.
You know, because I was brought up speaking English first because we were about to move to the United States. Right. So my mom just wanted me to assimilate, you know. It's kind of funny because sometimes they would tease me to go back to my country while I was in the Philippines. Like, oh, this is my country. Right. But yeah, that was the beginning of really getting into the Marvel stuff. I mean, I love DC too, Vertigo. And my friend Luigi, when he showed me Marvel Universe, that was it. I think.
Straight geek mode, huh?
Yeah.
It unlocked. Talk about that moment when you saw the Marvel Universe and you're like, because you didn't know that you were going to be part of that space.
No.
So what unlocked in you as a kid, as a teenager, to be able to bring that to life?
Oh, wow. It's so interesting, that question, because when I saw the Marvel Universe, and it's like, I guess, a gimmick where you open the book and if you see the front cover, it matches with the back cover, and everyone's running to the right.
Yeah.
I think that was the first one that really got me. Wow, this is, I want to run like that, like the Silver Surfer.
Of course.
Yeah, like, so I'm like, what? And from there, I go into the comic book and just reading how, you know, how the histories of each character is. And it just opened this whole world of superheroes for me, but I never thought I could be part of creating that world. I just thought this is a great world to disappear into. Was I 13 or 12? I think at that time.
So you're going into teenage mode, huh?
Yeah, but I do remember when I was even younger. I think 5 years old was X-Men was the first comic that I just saw lying around. It's possibly my grandfather's on my dad's side because I heard he was a big comic book collector.
What issue was it?
It's the one with Havoc and Cyclops right in the cover.
Right.
That was the issue I remember looking at. So I think that's why X-Men became just the one I really gravitated to.
Out of all the X-Men, who did you gravitate to? Like which character?
Man,
Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Yep.
That's Wolverine.
Wolverine.
We're the same height. We're ferocious. So yeah, he was the one. He was just so badass.
I know. I mean, thinking about that time period of like just unlocking the imagination through comics, through toys, I want to take you through something that I like to call Taboo's toy box, right?
Yes.
And basically, I'm going to give you some items and you talk about the feeling or the nostalgia that it brings to you. Okay, so let's start with my toy box first, and then we'll dive into your toys. So the first toy that I got is...
I feel worthless. I got no toys.
Go ahead.
Oh, man.
What does that do to you? What does that character or that movie or that action figure do for you?
It's such. I've never seen this toy.
Exactly.
Where did you get this?
Welcome to Taboo's Comics and Kicks.
God, what?
So I'm a curator of toys and collectibles, and I travel the world, bro. So I'm able to go to different toy shops and collectible spaces. I think I got this in Japan.
Well, first thing that comes into my mind is, for some reason, 3rd grade, when I got bullied and I just beat that guy up after he tried to swing at me.
Daniel LaRusso
Karate
style?
Kid.
Yeah, Karate Kid. Yep.
That scene, right? When in the beach, when he's
learning the crane kick.
Yeah.
Danielson.
That's the first thing. And the bathroom scene. I think that's the most iconic.
When they're dressed like skeletons, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Man. But for some reason, the whole scene is amazing, but that design on skeleton face, that was, I think that stuck to me for a while in my design language. Yeah.
That's cool.
So cool.
I mean, I think of Pat Morita, who was Arnold on Happy Days. He was an American, but he really had to tap into this stereotypical accent that he created, which was an iconic figure in pop culture at that time because he created Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah.
Which Mr. was, Miyagi. A mentor. He was a teacher. He was a master when it came to teaching Danielson Miyagi Dojo or Miyagi-Do. And I always think of, him as a hero.
Yes.
Let's talk about what it represents to be a hero of having an ethnic background. Because he's a Japanese guy, right? And Daniel LaRusso was an Italian kid.
Yeah.
So what does it mean to you to have like figures that they have ethnic backgrounds? It's not your traditional Captain America style hero.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
This is so great. This is a great topic that you're going into because when you mention him and that, I wish I had an uncle like him.
Exactly.
It's very patient, even the wax on, wax off, iconic, and it kind of taught me that with hard work, will come, good reward. Right. And the other thing that comes to mind is Ernie Reyes Jr.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. And karate.
Last Dragon.
Sidekicks.
Yep.
Also
Sidekicks,
that was in the
great.
Philippines. I remember watching that a lot. Then that also gave me the almost like I could do this. If he could do it, I could do it. That kind of thing.
Can we also give Ernie his flowers for being another dope Filipino in film when there wasn't a lot of representation? We had Dante Bosco on. Shout out to him. We had Tia. Shout out to her. But Ernie Reyes Jr. set the tone as an action hero, Filipino kid. Whether we're talking about Sidekicks or Ninja Turtles, Last Dragon, he needs to get his flowers. So shout out to Ernie Reyes.
He was in Last Dragon too.
He was in Last Dragon. Yeah.
I actually know Ernie.
You do? I know Ernie too, man, from back in the day.
We got to get Ernie on.
We do. I earned him up on IG just to see. Yeah.
Yeah, we were working on some stuff he's working on. I did some, just designs for him.
That's dope, dude.
It's really cool. I did tell him when I first met. I just met him recently. Actually, it's just been like 2-3 years or something, and he's such a nice guy. And when I was younger, that was one of the people I've seen, and of course Bruce Lee.
Yeah,
there's no. I mean that I just wanted to be Bruce Lee.
Of course, we all wanted to be Bruce Lee at one time.
Yeah, no one.
All right. So we move on from that hero.
This is amazing.
Now we're going to go into a villain that I personally have a personal connection with.
Oh, man. Do you play this guy?
I played Vega. And this is my mask that I used in the movie Street Fighter, which is they're making a new Street Fighter. Shout out to Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes and
Wait,
50 Cent's going to be in it.
50.
Yeah.
They're
filming in Australia, I think, right now.
But I got to play Vega.
You play Vega.
I played Vega.
I didn't even
it was,
I'm so like not in the... Amazing. You have the perfect body type for this too.
Bro,
you are... Holy
here's
crap.
an indigenous man playing a Spaniard.
Yes.
That's funny.
This is... Yeah. Oh my God.
It's like sensory overload for
Yeah,
Anthony right now. He's like, I don't know where to go.
I totally beat Vega up when I used Balrog. Just kidding.
It's dope.
Vegas, but he's so hard to fight. I'm so into Street Fighter.
Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
Street Fighter.
All day.
Yeah, Street Fighter. It's OG.
The iconic, everything, the way everything's balanced. Especially Street Fighter 4s, when I played it a lot, I actually played some... I played Justin Wong one time.
Yeah.
I'm nobody, right? But I'm just playing him. This story is just so funny because, I'm just like cannon fodder for them to work out, to warm up. And I lost all the matches except for one. I almost won. I'm like, oh no, you can't lose to me. Yeah. I was so excited. I was about to beat him. And because of that, I lost. And I'll show you the video. It's really funny. Yeah. And you see in the video, as he walks away, he's like, he holds his heart like this. I don't know who this guy is. And I almost lost one match.
Right.
It's like, but that's so funny.
But funny.
Man, this is amazing.
Classic, right?
I can't wait to see this. I should do a painting.
Oh, that'll be dope, dude. Yeah, I would love that. That would be an Anthony Francisco exclusive right here. All right, I'm gonna give you a game from back in the day and tell me what this represents for you.
Oh man, this one, many nights of playing not just with friends but my family.
Yep.
My son Constantine is just. Everyone's always cheating with this.
Oh, bro. I mean, Black Eyed Peas, we have tournaments when we're flying, and we have a cheater on. I'm not gonna throw him under the bus.
Do it.
But we have a cheater. Actually, I've cheated a couple of times. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm guilty.
The cheater.
I am guilty of, I think.
How do you cheat? What are you doing to cheat?
I put down like 2 cards at one time that were like, one of them was like a draw 2 and then a number 2. And Polo, my manager's like, yo, what are you doing? You're cheating. So yeah, I think that was the last game.
Does anybody actually know the rules to Uno, the real rules? I feel like everybody has a different set of rules.
Everybody has a different set of rules, but that's what makes it dope. Is that you draw 4, draw 2.
Same thing. Cheating, putting more down.
Right.
Like if a draw 4 comes down, you put 6.
Right.
Instead of or less or something like that. But my 2 kids actually, they're really good with cheating on this game.
You threw it under the bus, dude.
Yeah, but it's really fun. Yeah. It's really fun.
I love that game because it's simple. It's a travel game. It's like
this is an amazing game.
It's a good icebreaker when you're on the road for us in the crew, like Black Eyed Peas and our crew. We need to have more competitive games like this.
Yeah,
it's easy, dude.
And when my kids were younger, it was so easy to just go, hey, look at that.
Yeah, right. Fall for it. All right, one more.
That's awesome, man. Wow.
This is when life was a lot simpler. Let the people know what that is.
The slinky, right? I love just doing this and just disappearing into time traveling.
Right? Slinky, slinky.
And then when you do this, I used to, I can't do it anymore. Oh my God.
For those kids that don't know what this is,
it's just fun.
It was,
fidget toy.
It was, it was for kids that just like that thing going down the stairs, right? That's basically what it was.
Yeah. That's definitely, this also helped me a lot actually with lighting. Because when you look for reference,
that's
when
dope.
you do paintings, you know, how the light catches things and how things could stretch and foreshortening and stuff like that. I have like something like this for reference for sure. So this is like an important part of of design.
So speaking about design, we have some items in front of us.
Mm.
Can we talk about your journey as a designer, as a creative, as a genius? Because I do consider you a genius, bro.
Thank you, man.
And I know you're humble, but you also should receive the flowers of people that are fans, that are inspired by everything that you do. You as a father, you as a creative. So let's talk about your creative journey as a designer.
It's a long story.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could start with just loving horror films.
Mm.
You know, so
What's
those
your top three?
Oh my god, top three. Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Jaws. Jaws is in there. It's not quite the same theme as people slashing and killing people, but those are like the top four. Of course, Aliens, and Alien vs. Predator was really great. And just Predator. There's so much.
I love Predator. Have you seen the new one? Prey?
Yes.
Dude. Shout out to Jane Myers for bringing indigenous representation to the Prey franchise. I mean, to the Predator franchise. That was dope, by the way.
It was amazing. The director really did a good job. I actually worked on Predator Killer of Killers.
Oh, wow.
Have you seen that one?
No, I want to see that.
You have to see it. It's awesome. The more animated version of, you know, different stories within different timelines.
Right.
And I worked on this. I worked on all of it, but the samurai storyline is my favorite.
That's dope. So stay on that path of like your design. Like you went from loving horror films to transition into like, this is what I want to do for a living.
Many people probably hear this kind of story where when I was younger in the Philippines, you know, being an artist is, you know, starving artist. That is always said. But I didn't know about, you know, getting paid as a creature designer. And that's when I got to the United States is when I got lucky enough. I visited this one school called Associates in Art, and I witnessed somebody sculpting a troll in clay in 2 hours. I was like, whoa, this is amazing. You get paid for this? And he started talking about how you get paid, how much you make. And I said, this is good. I could, you know, it wasn't about the money for me. If I could get paid $50,000 a year and I get to do art, then that was enough for me. But little do I know, you could actually make a living to buy a house, take care of family, you know. So I wish I knew that sooner. But again, I think it was also good because I was doing it for the love of the art.
Of course.
You know. But comic books played really a big role. Special effects type films, horror films, and just stories from my family from the province when they would visit.
Duendes and all
Duendes, and just spirits, ghosts, the tikbalans, aswangs. Man, those really scared me. Plus, our house was a little bit haunted.
Paranormal, that's another episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Definitely should do that.
24 hours with you in your house.
In the Philippines, there's this thing that's always in my head where I'd look out the window. Again, I think it's just me seeing this, but for some reason, I would see a man with a hat out on the roof, you know, and this is a smile that's very creepy.
Wow.
Which it eventually did not scare me anymore, and I kind of used it in my designs language. Wow. Yeah, so I almost want to have scary to
dreams. Get inspired.
Yes, definitely. It seeped into my design aesthetic, and I got into horror. Horror films was the first job I got when starting my career.
What was the first film you did?
Oh, the first film that came out, actually, not a horror film. It was Bubble Boy.
Bubble Boy, was that
Jake Gyllenhaal?
Oh, I think I remember that one. Bubble Boy.
He's in the bubble. His mom didn't want him to go out,
so they had like a remake. Because I remember John Travolta was Bubble Boy, right?
Yes, that's
the original.
It is the remake, yeah. And that John Travolta film, actually, that's something that's still in my mind when I was in the Philippines. I've seen that many times, and that also was another reason why I kind of love film. Kramer vs. Kramer was another like story driven. It's not quite horror, but I just watched every film.
genre.
Yes,
That's awesome.
Willow was another one.
You are great, right? Willow, yeah, I remember that. So the horror thing was your first introduction to like steady work, like working on horror
monster
films?
work, creature
creatures,
design. Yeah. So I worked on. Wow, this is taking me back. It's weird that I can't remember it right now because it was Bubble Boy, then Tremors 3.
Tremors.
Yeah, 3.
Those creatures, right?
Yeah,
those like
creatures.
under the ground.
Under the ground, yeah.
Yeah.
It was all within 2 years. It was that. I don't remember Species 3 if that's part of that. Was not at the beginning though. And then Spider-Man, Sam Raimi. That kind of came within those 2 years. So
that was Tobey Maguire, right?
Tobey Maguire, yes. I helped design the Goblin mask.
That mask was dope, dude. That was
what haven't you? Let's go to the shorter list. What haven't you done?
I haven't directed
that list is much
film.
shorter than the list of things you have done.
I'm hoping to direct the film soon, and the most recent thing, actually, if I could tell you, I'm at Mechanical Cake right now. I'm creative executive there, and no longer at Marvel after like 9 years. I've been there for a while. We are partnered with Ridley Scott and Johnny Depp.
Wow.
On this comic book called Hyde, which I'm supposed to bring with me to give to you, but I didn't have the copy of it, but I need to give that to you. So that's the thing we're working on right now. And another one called Maudeville. It's like a True Detective meets Blade Runner kind of deal. So
like apocalyptic.
Yes, with AI robots having their own,
That's dope.
That is dope. I love that.
So yeah.
I feel like we could talk to him for 3 days.
I mean, bro, this man has done everything. That's why it's important for us to like continue the journey of like design, creating, because we're gonna get to the things that you've manifested. But I want to start with this monsters thing that you did.
Sorry, I didn't get a full version of how I started. What we need to do is,
I know we're just starting part 1 of this episode, but we need a part 2 with him.
Yeah.
There's many things I even wanted to do with you. We didn't get to. So since I'm not anywhere, I want to like revisit.
You have to come back for a second part because there's too much to cover today.
The monsters thing. Let's stay on the monsters thing because this is part of
the monsters thing. Here is one of my favorite renditions of the Aswang.
Ooh.
So, but he's also kind of like the Manananggal. So the Manananggal is a type of vampire that half of its body, it kind of dismembers half of its body, and the upper body grows wings to kind of find pregnant women to eat their babies.
That's
so this
creepy.
It's so creepy.
That's creepy.
He did say he liked horror films.
Yeah. So I'm developing like a little, horror film with this character in mind. So it's the same kind of idea, but instead of growing wings, I wanted to tap into the psyche of people that are afraid of spiders.
Oh yeah, that's great. Love that.
Very pretty.
Arachnophobia.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, this is
arachnophobia creeped me out when I was a kid.
That was definitely creepy at that time. John Goodman.
That was one for me that genuinely it's like,
you remember that movie?
What's crawling on me?
Yeah.
Arachnophobia.
Yeah, I remember that. Unfortunately, I love spiders, so it didn't really scare me. But I know. And then this one. This is for Seventh Son. Remember Seventh Son?
Mm-mm.
This was a Mother Malkin's dragon. She turns into the dragon for that.
That's really dope. I love that.
And then this guy is my Balita tree monster. I call him Uncle Balite.
So that's found in the Philippines, that tree?
Yes. Well, in different parts of even South America, I think. But Balita tree, why that's so important to me is because when I was younger in the Philippines, the Balita trees were the stories that was told to me was where the white ladies kind of lived, and to not cross paths there, or else you'll
I mean, when you say white ladies, like Karens, or like there's like a white lady.
Oh my god! I should give better context.
I was want to make that. Like, what are we talking here?
How long does it take for you to draw one of these characters?
Well, it depends. Designing part takes a little bit if it's just out of scratch, right?
Yeah, like, what does that process look like, though? I think that
the process.
Like, how long does it take you to create these characters?
I'll give you somewhat of an idea. It's a big scope because let's take MODOK for example. Which here, let me just show you this real quick.
This.
And in this folder, you have what your artist.
This is my old portfolio, but I got to take that one out.
Wow.
Yeah. So that is MODOK. My final design for MODOK for Ant-Man and the Wasp. So this one took a little bit longer because we were trying different directions. Should be his, the actor's face or not the actor's face? What's the armor in front of it? So when I made this design, they liked that it looked like an armor face, but I didn't know at that time that it was going to open up, and I thought it was kind of more like a robot.
Do you start with a sketch with pencil, or how do you get to
I did a bunch of sketches, which I was trying to look for to show you guys to show the whole gamut of sketching in my book, and I would draw these literally this size sketch of him, and do like
modifications,
16 or 20 little pieces, scan it into Photoshop, and then start coloring and designing from there. It's not always like that. Sometimes I would start in Photoshop. And it's just a different mindset when I do that. Or sometimes I do watercolor just to break my pattern of thought, so that I could do something more iconic.
That's dope.
So
Love
it's like
that.
So sometimes it take long. Ego took 8 months, I think, or 6 and that was a team of us.
Right.
And you know how you're breaking the story. So in a way, the visual development team at Marvel, we're breaking the visual, like seeing, this is the direction we need to go. So with Ego, a proud moment for me because I just came back from vacation and they were still trying to struggle to see where the look is. And when I came in, and I just came from Maui.
Yeah.
So the corals and the things, and that kind of just went through. And that's why Ego kind of looks like the way he is when he reconstructs himself.
Right.
Wow.
So.
Can we actually buy this book? Is this in stores? Like where can you buy this?
This is actually, I usually sell it in Comic-Con.
Oh, Comic-Con, nice.
And I don't have much left. It's pretty much kind of sold out.
It's a beauty, dude. It's like
that's a coffee table.
This is one of my favorite X-Men posters. I did one for Sideshow Collectibles. This is just the rough version.
Shout out to Sideshow.
Sideshow.
It's so crazy sitting here watching you guys talk about these things and staring at these collectibles and going, this guy is the the brain behind the concept, and seeing your son here. You know how cool your dad is? Do you realize how cool your dad is?
Yeah, he does. That's dope. Yeah. You got to understand, like, our kids don't see the work. They just see, like when you have, like, for me, like my kids don't see me as Black Eyed Peas. They see me as dad.
Dad, yeah.
And what I've done some things. I've done a couple of things.
Got a couple hit records.
A couple. But at the end of the day, we're just dad. And it's beautiful when you're able to have that relationship with your kids to show them work ethic. Because all this stuff is not easy, bro.
Well, you just said 6 or 8 months to sketch it.
Correct.
Yeah.
And to see your son going into fashion, an old school b-boy or breaker. Shout out to you for that. What's it like taking inspiration from your personal life, being a father? And I love the journey about Baby Groot, how it was, it came from the influence of your son. Talk about that.
Yeah. So Baby Groot, how do I say this? It is an emotional journey in a way, because when you watch Baby Groot on Guardians of the Galaxy 2, when he could dance now, I took it directly from my son's body type, because when he was 4, we had watched this on Netflix, this Korean b-boy kind of battle or something, and he just started like doing headstands and moving crazy movements, and I remember Baby Groot had to move in a particular way. So when I design, I try to use form follows function, but also trying to get the direction they wanted, which was toddler like, right? But references online for something that looks like a toddler and with diapers, it doesn't allow for movement that way.
Right.
So my son, the way he was moving, and he was kind of 4 years old, and that's like, one of my coworkers at Marvel even said the same thing. Why don't you just use your son? So I'm like, wow, yes, I could. I'm already watching my son do the moves, and he was perfect reference. So pretty much when you watch Baby Groot, that's the body structure that I used, and it felt more right, And then I infused the baleta tree into his body, and then a little Filipino wooden boy came to emerged. But that's kind of like how I go through my design thought process.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course he would grow up. He becomes Teen Groot. I think he's 16 there. But I went through Baby Groot as a 9-year-old, the tween part of him, until they decided that he should be older. So I kind of drew him growing up, until he was a young adult.
You could see it too. It's
you
crazy.
can. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And the biggest guy, the final one, where from Guardians 3, if you look at his face clearly right now and you watch it again, you'll see the
structure.
The structure.
That's what I'm saying. You can see it.
You can see
it's
it.
So cool.
Sure.
It's cool when we're able to incorporate, our personal experiences as fathers, as husbands, just pulling from personal life. Because I too have been able to be inspired and bring my kids on the journey with me. Like my son Jalen, we did Spirit Rangers. We did voiceover work together with a Netflix show called Spirit Rangers. And now I'm working with my daughter on Dora. The new Dora.
Way.
Yeah,
What?
so it's
That's
pretty
so
dope.
Cool. Wow.
It's dope to be able to incorporate our kids.
Yes.
Because then it's like it's more personal.
Yeah.
The fan or the viewer is able to see that it came from a place that is real. It's in real time and inspiration. Let's talk about
real time inspiration. That's exactly
it's something that's special, because then you're able to have talking points that are not just fantasy or adventure. It's like, no, this is actual.
And it's something you actually experience, that love. Remember earlier we were talking about horror films?
Yes.
Like that's what, because I'm an angry guy. I like to maim people and just violence, like, all these crazy action type movies.
Right.
And then from that, I did one of the cutest characters. So that transition is because of my kids, my family, my wife.
Yeah.
Taught me how to, be a little bit more thoughtful, I guess. Mindful, exactly.
Yeah, sometimes you need a little bit of, that centering. And for me, it is my kids. It is my wife. It is that, in this chaos of entertainment, being a Black IP, like at the end of the day, I'm glad that I'm able to have that solace, that peace of mind, and that, it keeps me creative. When I'm at home with Jet or talking to my wife and we're talking about the podcast, I'm able to share inspiration, and they're very supportive, which is dope, man. Let's talk about the support system that you have with your family and how you're able to, at this state of your career, able to channel that.
From the beginning, my wife, Lisa, with a Z, it's like she's been there, almost like the rock that holds things together.
How long have you been married?
We've been married since 2005.
Nice.
20 years. Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but we've been together 8 years before I got married.
Yeah, same. Yeah. I was with my wife since 1999, and then we got married in 2008. My wife, Jamie, with the Y. Jaymie.
That's so great, Jamie, with the Y. I like that. Yeah, it's always nice to have somebody that really supports you. And when you're I think I just say I'm the golden goose. Just feed the golden goose, and I'm just drawing. Just feed. So she's amazing cook and taking care of that. She used to actually be in a surgical technician, so she's there with the doctors, opening brains.
That's crazy. So she's the real MVP. Huh?
She's the cutting legs.
She's been part of the real horror films.
Yes,
she's been seeing like real blood and guts and brains. That's crazy,
really great
bro.
story listening to her. But then once I got my first break, full-time job, or you can't really say it's full-time job because it's a freelance work in the beginning, and that freelance work started from like $13 an hour, $30 an hour, 50, and then just kept on going. And I've been fortunate enough that I was good enough, even though maybe back then I wasn't the best renderer, but the ideas of the design was able to give me that longevity, and I never lost work since 98. Just kept on going until I got to Marvel 9 years. And then I kind of not woke up, but we even had that discussion when we first met.
We had breakfast, right?
Yes, and I'm trying to get some of my own ideas made.
Of course. Owning IP, creating your own IP is crucial to this game because, both of us, still to this day, I'm still part of the Marvel family. Thank you, Marvel, for giving me an opportunity to be a co-writer for the Marvel comics. But the idea of owning and creating your IP is something that's crucial for the young artists, young creatives to hold on to the idea of you own your own destiny. Yes. And when you're able to branch out and actually, be in charge of your creativity, that's important. Let's talk about that because a lot of people that are watching may think like, oh, you're just hired to do a job and then you don't own the IP, you don't own Baby Groot, you designed it, but really Marvel owns it, right?
Yes.
Talk about that.
I have to say though, at Marvel, one of the best places I've worked at, I would have never, it was so hard to leave. In a way, I didn't quite leave. I still have connection with Kevin Feige and tell me how things are going and the directing side of stuff. I would just email him every so often. So I think as an artist and a creative that you like to create worlds, you can't stop it. It's always going to be there. The part that's difficult is if you stop it, then it's like you lose something in you. So I would say always find time aside to do your own thing, even though it feels like it's weird or cheesy or whatever. But at Marvel, even though we don't own the IPs itself, but it feels like you own it because Marvel really gives you credit. In all the art books, our names are there. We're talked about, and even in comic book conventions, same thing. So it really feels like a really different place. But
I mean, bro, I always think about royalties, ladies and gentlemen. I always think about the merchandising and think about the sales of these Baby Groots.
Yes.
It's a lot of money, bro.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean?
Half a cent maybe could have been good
facts,
for me.
Facts. I mean, it's the same thing with the music industry. And I am very blessed that in this state of my career, I do own my publishing. I learned early in my years that publishing is crucial. You have mechanical and technical royalties that you get every year. It is important to own my songs.
Yeah.
I learned with the early state of Black Eyed Peas, the ownership of masters usually come from your record label. Master recordings is what I'm talking about. But now it's like making sure that I'm able to take that same philosophy with IP that I'm creating. I created this Angry Foot, as you know, the Angry Foot character. And I think, I'm taking my time with it because I really want to find a great partnership where I know sometimes we get to a point where we want to get things out right away, right?
Yeah.
And you can't be impulsive. You have to be mindful that it does take a long time. It's a marathon, not a sprint. I want to talk about ways that we can inspire kids to hold on to that same philosophy of like, you're going to eventually get to a working space, but how do we continue to champion the idea of really taking control of your destiny, whether it's like taking classes to be creative, like, graphic design or illustration, because I know my son took a couple of drawing classes.
Yeah.
Like what's a space where our youth can really gravitate to? Like is there like what you said, you went to an art school, like what's another place that we can recommend?
Wow, there's so many now that you could learn from even on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I like that. Yeah.
So YouTube has my channel. I'm trying to put more in it.
Plug
right?
it, please.
Shout it out.
Talk about that. Talk about that. Plug that.
So yes, YouTube channel. It's just Anthony Francisco Art. I am back on it, trying to put all the stuff I've learned about art and design there. I do feel like I wish I had been doing that throughout, so I could process it, remember it, and then put it out there right away. But aside from my channel, there's a lot of other artists that you could look at. And there's school. I mean, some people still would need school. It depends how your work ethic is. I didn't go finish college, and that small vocational art school that I found was like a diamond in the rough kind of deal, where it's like they're all professional artists here teaching. And there's some schools out there like I don't know why it's not coming to my mind right now. In Pasadena, Concept Design Academy. I used to teach there, but mostly professionals teach there in the industry. And I don't want to miss this one thing I wanted to tell you, because you were hitting on this point that sounded really important for kids to be patient with themselves.
Yeah,
because it does take time.
it does, for sure.
And I still make mistakes with rushing things out, even while leaving Marvel. I was trying to rush these things out, and I get depressed a little bit that it's not getting out there, and maybe because I'm rushing it.
And I think we're both guilty of, like, it's got to be the right impact, because you're coming from this impact of being part of Marvel, right? And if you rush to put something out just for the sake of putting something out, a lot of times you don't get the same reception and the same, it's not received at the same level. Yes. And I feel like the same thing with music. Like, I don't want to just put songs out and they don't get received the same way that, my new song East LA got, or Where's the Love, or I Got a Feeling, because I don't want my art to be just out there without a purpose.
Yes.
I feel like we have the right, we paid our dues to have full impact on people that receive it. And you get the same feeling that you got when you received I Got a Feeling, or Boom Boom Pow, or Pump It. Because at the end of the day, I always want to strive to give you the best version of myself.
Yes.
I got a quick question. You said you left Marvel, right?
Yeah.
Are you, so you have no involvement in the new Avengers that we're all so excited to?
I ended with the last one was Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It was a nice kind of bow, end cap, because I started with Baby Groot and then ended with Adult Groot.
Yeah.
Of course, I know what's happening still, because sometimes I just want to get back in there. But I needed to take the chance to go, because I got funding to develop my own. I brought a little thing. I don't know if I showed you this before.
Oh, there it is.
Do you remember
Aliens?
this?
Yeah, I remember you showed me this. Yep.
Exiled Aliens. It was through Dolphin Entertainment, but I had the rights back for this. So that's why I was trying to show you this. Again, I'm no longer there. It's just a 3-year contract. But I need to take the chance so I could kind of do kind of try my hand on telling stories and my own Star Wars universe. A lot of spiritual stuff here, like Filipino, indigenous, Native American stuff that I wanted to show how we might be part of, aliens, space aliens. This is like dragons. I got these. This is one of the pieces that really.
Oh, that's
these
dope.
Space dragons.
Wow.
Can I say that you, like this man, Mr. Miyagi, are like a modern day teacher? I mean, I'm not just talking about your gray beard that Mr. Miyagi has.
I should think like that's exactly. Oh man! Wow.
I mean, bro, like for art, you are like a teacher. You're a master, and your reputation speaks for itself. And I'm glad and honored to have you as my guest. I know we're gonna do a part 2.
We have to do a part 2.
So
it's
much.
I love talking to this guy. It's just
this
like
man
I have to ask you. I have many questions for you too.
Yeah. So like. Yeah. I know we're limited on time, but I want to thank you for, for being a guest that just showed up the day of. I asked you and you're like, yo, dude, let's make it happen.
Yeah, man.
And we're honored and blessed to have you in our presence on our podcast. And
absolutely.
We're going to do a part 2 with Anthony.
You have to do
I mean, we just have to, we could give him a whole nother 2 hours.
Yeah.
I mean,
I got to
the
give
stuff
you
he's
this.
done is.
I brought this.
Oh, Namor.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness,
You have the
bro.
colors you're wearing. You're
Look at
wearing the
that.
stuff.
See, Namor.
Oh, my God. There. That's
Is that you with hair?
I designed Namor for Wakanda Forever.
That's amazing,
Yeah,
bro.
that's the turnaround.
So I told him that I was very enamored and appreciative that the Mayan,
Oh,
lore,
I'm just catching on. My sunglasses. Oh,
the Mayan
wow.
lore from
Now I'm connecting the
Wakanda,
dot. Yeah.
from Wakanda,
Yeah.
that they actually had Tenoch Huerta. Shout out to Tenoch Huerta.
Oh, man. I haven't met him. I would love to meet him
dude,
someday.
he's an iconic figure for what he did, what he represented on Wakanda, and having a Mesoamerican legend and lore be part of Wakanda, and having Namor be the inspiration. And yeah, he was the antagonist or villain, but I look at him as a hero. So thank you, bro.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, we need your top 5 Marvel heroes,
Top 5 from the cinematic universe or ever in the comic books?
comic books.
Oh, man.
Should we do DC and Marvel because we're like being biased, or what do you think?
I think it's like Bloods and Crips to him, man. I mean,
It's true. It's true.
How do you know that? Except for Vertigo.
I would say the same thing,
Sandman.
but I still gotta be,
Yeah.
I still gotta be diplomatic with
Yes.
DC. So go ahead, 5 Marvel.
Oh, my 5. That's so, if it's encompassing
it's
all
supposed
of,
to be hard. If it was easy, then
yeah.
it wouldn't be a good topic.
I know
well,
Wolverine's up there because you
There's
said
number
it.
1,
Yep,
Wolverine, right?
Yep.
He's already there, and you know why already. And wow, the second one, Batman's coming to my head first, right? Because Batman is
So DC.
just so
Okay.
DC. Wow, and the last 3 is wow. I'm almost like blanking because I it's all Marvel,
Mhm.
really.
And that's okay.
Incredible Hulk.
Nice.
That's one of my
You
favorites.
got Wolverine,
Baby Groot.
Batman,
Groot.
Batman.
Be biased, bro.
Well, yeah.
Be
Of course.
biased, man.
Of course, Groot.
my son.
my son, Groot.
Groot.
Yeah, definitely Baby Groot.
Okay.
All the Groots all together into
Mhm.
one.
Yep.
That's 4.
That's 4, and then the 5th one. Oh my God, the 5th one. It's almost like a tie because I love Storm and Phoenix.
Ooh.
So those almost like it's just hard. Those two. I just love Storm.
Storm is dope.
Yeah, but Phoenix is so powerful.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is where the geekness comes
Of
into
course,
play,
'cause
right?
You're like, wait, there's so many.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you my 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Red Wolf 1. Yes, I'm being biased. Red Wolf. I'm gonna go Galactus. I like Galactus, bro. It's dope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Beyonder, not Beyonder, Galactus. Which one's
dude, that's a hard one. I'm gonna stay with Galactus. I'm gonna go Jake Gomez, aka Werewolf by Night. Yes, I'm being biased.
Yes.
I like Spider-Man, Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Yes, I am being biased, ladies and I got a book
Oh,
for you, by
man,
the way.
yeah.
Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man. And then my 5th ultimate would have to be I love Black Panther. T'Challa.
Wow,
Shout out to
I totally
Chadwick
forgot
Boseman.
Black Panther. That's another
Super dope, bro.
oh, man.
Hero without a cape.
Yeah, because we were talking about designing with purpose.
Yes.
Like for your music and
Mhm.
for yours. So including with when I design characters like Loki, I want to talk a little bit about
Go ahead.
Loki design, where Loki's mom died, his dad died, and his sisters after him. So the design had to echo his feelings inside. So things were asymmetrical in the design I had because inside himself, he's unbalanced. So throughout the story, as it goes from him being blue and back to finding his own colors of green,
Yeah.
you'd have all these elements on him, some from Asgardian heritage, but that little check mark, kind of that heart in here. So that symbolizes his love for his mother.
That's dope. I love that.
So
Great.
and there's more to the design that I want to go into. I could even do a little book with each person, the Dormilaje, how I got that design, and how the duality of the Kukulkan serpent, right? How he gives and takes life, why that's within this guy, because he could take or give you
Beautiful.
life, you know, because he's the leader of.
That's dope.
I can't wait to have you back.
Yep. Part 2.
We could sit here all day with
Awesome.
this stuff.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make some noise for Anthony Francisco.
Absolutely.
That's right, y'all. It's Taboo Nawasha, and I hope you enjoyed geeking out with me and going straight into geek mode. For more information, for more videos, subscribe, like, and comment. Share with your friends. Much love. There it is. Comics and Kicks.